Okay, like, here's the thing. I'm all for new ideas, you know. We're basically recycling a lot of the same ideas and turning them into movies. All the DC comics, you know, there's been more than just one Batman movie, and then it gets recycled into another adaptation of a Batman movie. Same thing goes for a whole bunch of other movies that come out. But let's talk about Joker 2. It's going to be supposedly, it's most likely going to be a musical. We're most likely going to see a musical, and I just don't know how I feel about this. It's like, for example, if Joker started off as a musical and then it made another musical, it makes sense. But the fact that the movie that we got back in 2019 was so like cinematic, you know, movie-esque, like there wasn't a bit of singing. The only, I guess you could say, musical-esque type of thing was when Joker was dancing down the stairs. That's the most musical it got. And at the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense for us to get a second Joker movie, which I'm very excited for. You know, I didn't even think we were going to get a second Joker movie, considering the fact that it was just a backstory of how Joker came to be. I didn't know this was going to be something that they continued. I'm sure many DC fans out there, or just moviegoers in general, were just like, oh, that was a great Joker movie. There's not going to be another one. Since it was confirmed that this had nothing to do with the whole DC universe. It was kind of in its own universe. So now that we're getting a second Joker movie, the only thing that's throwing me off is that it's going to be a musical, and it's just very weird. I did drop a 60-second video on my YouTube Shorts and on my TikTok. Make sure you guys go check that out, by the way, where I kind of broke down what the second title of the Joker movie was basically trying to tell us. And what it tried to tell us was that Harley Quinn is involved in this. You know, I completely tried to crack the code before all these Lady Gaga rumors of her joining the set came into play. So, you know, big brain, you know, hold your applause. So basically, the title is called Folly Adult, and if you translate that into English, it means Madness for Two. This seems like a pretty obvious indicator saying that, oh, somebody is going to be added into the mix for Joker, somebody important. So who's that person that is very important to Joker in a way? Harley freaking Quinn. Pretty easy code to crack, but a lot of people were thinking, oh, it's too simple to think that it would be Harley Quinn. Well, my friend, sometimes they try to trick us with thinking it's something so complicated, so far out of reach, that they want us to think so far out of the box when they were inside the box all along. And boom, lo and behold, Harley Quinn in Joker 2. And it's most likely going to be Lady Gaga. I was reading up on an article because, you know, you have to do your research with these things. You have to make sure you know what you're freaking talking about. All right? So here we have it. Joker 2, Lady Gaga in early talks to join Joaquin Phoenix in Todd Phillips' musical sequel. Let's read the first part of this article. The Joker is back, and this time he's bringing a friend. Ooh, I wonder who that could be. Lady Gaga is in early talks to star opposite Joaquin Phoenix in director Todd Phillips' sequel to The Joker, the Oscar-winning $1 billion grossing in 2019. It was a very successful film. Doing over $1 billion in the box office, they made enough money to be like, yeah, we're making a second one. Next part of the article. Phillips has been writing the script with Joker co-writer Scott Silver for some time and has finally shown it to the studio. Last week, Phillips revealed on social media that the title of the new project, Joker Folly Adult, referencing a medical term for an identical or similar mental disorder that affects two or more individuals, usually members of the same family. And while the same social media post showed Joaquin Phoenix reading the script, the actor's involvement is not exactly a fait comply just yet. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Warner's has yet to close a deal with the actor, with the two sides deep into it. Okay, so that kind of like changes it up a little bit. So they're saying they haven't struck the deal yet with apparently Lady Gaga. It hasn't been 100% confirmed that she is going to be a part of it, but since they're heavily pushing this, it seems that, you know, she's kind of the front runner for it. I don't see who else honestly would play it. I mean, she's a pretty eccentric woman. She's very like different, you know, with all her music videos and how, you know, out there she is. And, you know, it seems like it'll be a good fit. It seems like she could probably play a good Harley Quinn. So I'm all for it. If they go for Lady Gaga wanting to play Harley Quinn, I say go for it. But the thing that's kind of throwing everything off is the whole fact of it being a musical. It's like, how do you do that? What type of vibe is there going to be during this movie? It just seems like they might possibly be ruining it in a way. I mean, there hasn't been a trailer yet, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a trailer for a while, because the only post that we have seen is just Joaquin Phoenix reading the script. Let's read the next part of the article. Let's see if we can get some more information. When Warner's first made Joker, it was far from a sure thing. A dark and moody character piece, the project was a taxi driver meets king of comedy descent into madness in the late 1970s decaying city. Commercial prospects were deemed nominal, and it was only budgeted at $60 million. Okay, so that's just basically telling me how they got it up. By the time it was released in October 2019, Joker was riding a wave of adulation from the fall film festivals, which helped propel the movie into a record-breaking opening weekend. With box office analysts changing their prediction every day, it ended its theatrical run at the number 4 highest grossing rated R movie of all time. Very, very good. It then earned 11 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and 1 Best Actor for Phoenix, and Best Score for, I'm sorry I cannot say that name and I do apologize, and I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, so basically as I continue this, they're basically just telling us their accolades. Right here, it kind of just shows what this basically looks like. I don't know if this is going to be the picture of it, because it says Joker, Folie à Deux. And for the people out there that, I want to say this is French, that are French or know of this language, I'm very sorry if I am saying this wrong. But apparently the article just seems that it's about all the accolades that Joker 1 has been getting, and Lady Gaga in talks for Joker 2. The next article, it says Joker 2 is rumored to be a musical with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. Let's see what they have to say. Lady Gaga is allegedly in early talks to star as Harley Quinn alongside Joaquin Phoenix in the sequel to 2019's Joker. That sources say very well may be a musical. So there's a lot of people that are just like, there's a lot of sources saying that this is going to be a musical, but it's just how. Yeah, adding Lady Gaga into it, if it is going to be a musical, is just like, oh, that makes sense. She is very creative. Her really wacky, different music videos that she's had that's gained over billions of views is something that would make sense to be in a film like this. It's just, how does Joaquin Phoenix fit into that? If Joaquin Phoenix is doing any singing, this is actually going to be very, very interesting. Now, there are films where they have that kind of dark, murderous type of theatrical musical thing to it. Sweeney Todd, starring Johnny Depp, is one of those films. So having a gory musical isn't really like anything too unique and too different. So they have to add their own twist onto it. That film, Sweeney Todd, actually ended up doing very, very good. So if they're going to take some inspiration off of that, then I could see, oh, wow, this film could actually be really, really good. Because, you know, it's not a PG-13 film. This is a rated R DC film. So they have a whole range of ideas that they can go through. They're not being restricted in any way because it's an R-rated movie. Let's read the next part of this article. THR has nothing else to say about the potential of the sequel to Joker being a musical, which would obviously be a big change as the first one was not. But THR's sources did share that Warner Bros. Has yet to actually close a deal to bring Phoenix back to the role of Joker. Oh yeah, so they haven't even closed a deal for Joker himself to come back and play as Joker. This is all despite Phoenix appearing in director Todd Phillips' Instagram post revealing that the Joker sequel is in the works, with the title Folie à Deux. Speaking of Phillips, this casting would make sense as he was a producer on A Star is Born, the film that starred Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Joker was a huge success. Okay, so this says, you know, all these accolades or whatever. So they haven't even closed the deal with Joaquin Phoenix himself. Probably because he's like, why would I be singing? Like, the first movie, there was no singing. So why all of a sudden am I doing a musical number? I mean, granted, Lady Gaga is very talented, but like, it's just so weird. Now, I'm not too knowledgeable about the comics and stuff like that, the DC comics. Is there somehow, some way, actually we're on the internet right now, so we might as well just look up, has Joker ever sung? Can the Joker from the DC comics sing? Joker includes a number of popular songs on its soundtrack. No. There's nothing here that says, oh, Joker has sung before in the comics. Joker was once a musical talent, so this is just really weird. I've never ever heard of a superhero movie or even a DC or Marvel movie being a musical. So this is very, very strange if they end up going this route. So I'm kind of basically reiterating the fact that I just don't know how I feel about Joker being a musical based off of what we got back in 2019. I don't want to further continue why I can't make up my mind on how I feel about that. If I had to make up my mind right now, firearm pointed to my head, I would have to say no, please do not make Joker 2 a musical, because it just seems very, very strange to go from what we got back in 2019 to all of a sudden, these two are singing. Lady Gaga definitely can act. She's an amazing actress, and I feel like she would kill this role as Harley Quinn, but no singing. I think we can all do without that. I feel like it will almost kind of ruin what Joaquin Phoenix has done as far as how amazing he has played this character. He won a freaking Oscar for it. So if we have a second one and it ends up being so different that it throws people off, it's like, oh, come on, dude. It's like adding too much salt to your fries. It just ends up tasting bad. But wrapping it up, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below on what you think. For all the information that we've gotten so far, do you think it would be pretty cool if Joker became a musical? The second Joker, that is. Or do you think they should kind of not do that? Leave your thoughts down below. Also, leave a like on this video as well, because it helps out so much. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I have podcasts that come out almost every other week. You guys can stay tuned for that. If you want to check out other videos, link is down in the description for that as well. Thank you guys for watching.